Cautious.
Begin with the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to approve tonight's agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. On pages 1 through 5 are the minutes from our previous meeting on May 6th.
I would move approved as printed.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, motion has been made and second to, I just want to input, I really appreciate the magnitude of length you took to put the minutes from last meeting. I think there's a lot of
That was a
information.
challenge.
Yeah, a lot of information there, and I felt Cindy did an excellent job of, not that she hasn't done before, but putting everything down with regard to that. Okay. Motion is made and second to approve the minutes from our previous meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Public input. I would like to say something because I received a phone call, and I really appreciate the phone calls that people reaching out and asking questions with regard to certain matters that may concern them. And the question dealt with sale tax from outside vendors such as Scotty D's. And the question was with regard to the benefit of the city, if there's any benefit. And I just want to make known that the city does receive a sales tax. I'm going to let Cindy explain that concept of that, so.
So wherever the point of sale is made, so when these food trucks come into town, they are to report our sales tax. They're to charge it, collect it, and then pay it into the state when they report. With the food trucks, what you see on your receipt, the sales tax should be 7.2%. 4.2% is state sales tax, and 3% is city sales tax. 2 of those are the first penny, and then the third one is for our bed, booze, and board or gross receipts.
Okay, so I just wanted to make that known. And as Cindy indicated, it's nice to get a receipt to make sure that that is actually being collected with regard to that too. So it's just a kind of a check, because we really don't know. All we do is get the sales tax reimbursed to the city.
There was one instance where a customer brought in a receipt from a local business, and it didn't have any sales tax charged on it. So I did go out to that business and showed it to them, and it was just a coding error within their inventory system, their sales system, and they corrected it, but assured me that nothing else was wrong.
But there is no way to actually verify that those food trucks are paying that in. There's not any
Not
practical
for
way
us.
to do that, is there?
Nope, not for us. As a city, we cannot. When I get the sales tax figures, all they do is send a letter of distribution that categorizes the sales tax that we're receiving. It doesn't specifically state which businesses paid into that. So until they get audited by the state, you don't know.
Okay, all right. Thought it was worth sharing. Any other public input? Hearing none, we'll go to unfinished business. The first thing on the agenda is Bob's disposal service and the franchise matter that was discussed last meeting. Bob, do you want to get up? You can
I
pull-
discussed,
Yeah, pull that mic down to you, so yeah.
I discussed that franchise with Cooper, and we both decided that we don't need the franchise. So I appreciate you guys going to bat, and we'll just do it on merit. And I'll continue helping him when he takes over, so
Okay, all right.
appreciate everything you guys have done, so.
Well, we appreciate the services you have given to the city. I think who said, I think it Patrick or somebody stated that you saw something that needed to be done and you did it, and you know, looking back at some of the people that I'm aware of that this city used to have in our area, it's individuals such as yourself that has made our community what it is, and we really appreciate the years of service that you've provided. So I want to
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Thank you, you guys. We just tried to do what you do. We're hauling garbage, we're trying to give service. And I know there's some, you can't please everybody, and if you don't, you might have something fell on the ground or something, I tried to pick it up. If I seen it fall, I'd pick it up. And that's just how I done it, and for all my life, well, since I started in '78, so. But, I didn't have a diploma to fall back on, so I had to do it with the hands. The brain followed suit, so.
Well, you've done well, and we appreciate it and stuff, so.
Okay. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
I want to continue doing it, and I'm going to help Cooper as he goes along too, so.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
With that being said, I'd make a motion to rescind last meeting's motion to explore the franchise tag for Bob's disposal.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, the motion, what was the first part of that?
Rescind my
Okay,
motion.
rescind the motion to move forward with the franchise tag. Discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. On page 6 is the information with regard to the second reading of ordinance number 762. And I'm only going to read it by title. We ran through it the last time. Ordinance number 762 is to supplement the, is to appropriation supplement.
I would move approval of ordinance number 762 as printed.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, so it is an ordinance, we'll have a roll call vote. Alderwoman Hargens,
Aye.
Alderman Gobb,
Aye.
Alderman Auk,
Aye.
Alderman Hargens,
Aye.
Alderman Price,
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
All voted in the affirmative, so ordinance number 762 is here deemed passed. New business, Miller CNC and Miller Fire Department fireworks permit, and that's found on page 7.
Make a motion to grant the fireworks permit to CNC and Miller Fire Department with a note that they need to get owners of the property approval.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, motion has been made and second to approve the fireworks permit by the Miller CNC and the Miller Fire Department pending approval of the landowners. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Citywide cleanup is going to be Thursday and Friday from June 12th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
From June 12th to June 13th, they can accept wood, furniture, carpet, metal, trees, limbs, no tires, no electronics such as TVs, computers, no paint, and no cardboard. So those items some items will not be picked up if they are out there such as TVs, computers, paint, and cardboard. So
And Ron usually iterates that this is for the elderly or the
Yes.
unable.
those
How
who are
old you gotta be elderly?
Older than you, or less able than you, how about that?
I'm older than I look, I think.
Yeah.
Not as old as I feel.
All right, item number 3 of new business is the capital improvement to the project to the airport, and that is found on page 8 through 15. I just want to go through the improvements that we're looking at. The description of works is, this project shall include reconstruction, realignment of the connector taxiway, give or take 285 feet by 35 feet. An access road reconstruction. The works include grading, asphalt paving removal, unclassified excavation, geotextile separator fabric, under drain pipe, storm sewer piping, sub-base course, aggregated base course, HMA paving, pavement markings, topsoil, seeding, mulching, electrical duct and conductors, medium intensive taxiway lighting, aircraft signage, and other items of relocated constructions. We had the bid opening on April 25th at 3 o'clock. We had two individuals or two different businesses that submitted a bid, and the motion that I would take for the first motion is found on page 9.
Okay. I move that the tentative award for AIP project number 3-46-0035-016-2025, taxiway and access road improvements, base bid, alternate bid number 1, and alternate bid number 3 is made to Webster Scale Incorporated, Webster, South Dakota, in the amount of $789,279.85, contingent upon receipt of an FAA grant offer.
I'll second it.
Discussion. I will say with regard to this, I think it was Gail, myself, Susan,
Yeah.
Terry, Cindy, we went out and met with Helms Associate at the, what building? Becker Building in Pier to go over the, you know, the information with regard to the grant. And so anyway, we appreciate, you know, Helms and the relationship we have with the FFA administration. So anyway, motion has been made and seconded to award a tentative, or reward a tentative award from AIP project number 3-46-0035-016-2025 taxiway and access road improvement, base bid, alternate bid number 1, and alternate bid number 3 is made to Webster Scale Incorporated, Webster, South Dakota, in the amount of $789,279.85, contingent upon receipt of an FAA grant offer. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
And that grant is a 5% or 10% responsible from the city?
5.
Yeah, this one,
I think,
I think is 2.5%.
Okay, so
It's
yeah.
either 5% or 2.5%.
So just for clarification, we're responsible for 2.5% of that $789,000 number. Just
yes.
so everyone knows what we're actually spending.
Yeah.
Right, and then the other bid from Menning was $994,824.88. And then the revised engineer's estimate was $909,000.
I'd make a motion to reject alternate bid number 2.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, a motion has been made and second to reject the alternate bid number 2. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
I'd also make a motion that we authorize the mayor to sign the FAA grant offer.
Second.
Discussion? Motion is made and second to authorize the mayor to sign the FFA grant, or FAA grant offer. All
Can
in
I
fa-
revise my motion?
Yes.
I'd make a revision of my motion to authorize the mayor to sign the FAA grant offer and all the necessary paperwork for the construction contract documents.
Very good.
Second.
Discussion? Okay, the revision of the motion is authorize the mayor to sign the FFA grant offer and all necessary paperwork for the construction contract documents. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you for the clarification of the amount that the city has to come up with regard to that project. Building permit, Rhonda Jorgensen deck. Have you had a chance to go through?
I move approval of the building permit for Rhonda Jorgensen for a deck.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, motion is made and seconded for the approval of Rhonda Jorgensen's deck. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Do we need to, was Eli's been in there for a while? There's a second building
It
permit?
just came in and it needs a variance, so it
Okay.
has to be published.
Then we'll leave that one alone.
And I do see here in Mike Schmidt's email that the city's share for this project is 2.5%, which is $22,725.
Perfect.
What was that number again?
$22,725.
You know,
And that's on the 909,000 that's figured by the engineer, so it should be less than that yet.
this is an example of one of the many benefits that municipalities such as Miller receives through these grants from our federal governments, which is handed down and distributed to the state, by the state government. Without that financial assistance, there's no way possible that our community could do the work that is done in this situation out at the airport. And it's interesting, I think, being aware of the amount of air traffic that this airport has during the course of a year is just amazing. You know, there's time, I think, 5 or 6 planes from, I believe it was Oregon, stopped here to refuel on their way out to Oshkosh, Wisconsin for an air show. And each of those planes were homemade, each of the pilots, you know, so that was kind of interesting and stuff with regard, you know, to that. So anyway, I appreciate appreciating that, and that's, you know, kind of, you know, hopefully these opportunities to maintain and improve upon our existing, in this case, airport is, you know, is not jeopardized, and we can continue to do it. Anyway, having said that, entertain a motion to approve our bills.
I don't think we voted on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, on the Jorgensen bill. We've done that before, haven't we? Okay, a motion is made in a second to approve the Rhonda Jorgensen's deck. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. How do we get off on the amount then? I don't know. That's okay.
motion to approve the bills.
I'll second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor to approve the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Kristen, you got anything?
No, I'm just here to educate myself.
Okay.
Make a motion, move into executive session. Personnel pursuant, SDCL 12521, Golden Gross resignation.
Second.
Okay. Motion is made to go into executive session. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. We're in executive session.